says Frog. First Rabbit teaches them digging. Frog can only dig backwards. Backwards is all right, says Rabbit. Digging is with the duck is digging with a beak, says Frog. Oh, that's all right too, says Rabbit. Next, Frog teaches hopping. I already know how to hop, says Rabbit. He helps Frog teach Duck. Good, he says. You've nearly got it, Duck, says Frog. And then it's Duck's turn to be teacher. What are we going to learn, Miss? Asked Rabbit. Tell us, Miss.
Is this yours or Haley's?
That's Haley's.
Oh.
Let's see, says Duck. You have to learn flying. But, says Rabbit. No but, says Duck. Just watch me. Duck takes off. Looks he's flying. Duck has forgotten all about us, says Rabbit. Let's play hopscotch instead. Or leapfrog, says Frog. So they did. They left Duck to get on with it, didn't they? Shall we do another one? This is called Rabbit, Rabbit Song. Rabbit is boasting. I know how to do lots of tricks, he says. Like what? Asked Duck. What tricks? Asked Frog. Like make chocolate sandwiches, says Rabbit. That's not a trick, says Frog. Anyone can do that, says Duck. Well, I know how to do balancing, says Rabbit. I can balance all my sandwiches on my nose. Go on then, says Duck. I can't do it now, explains Rabbit, because I've eaten all my sandwiches. Says Frog. Anyway, says Rabbit, I also know how to do juggling. Go on then, says Duck. I can't do it now, explains Rabbit, because I haven't got my juggling balls with me. Says Frog. But Rabbit keeps rabbiting on. I can also throw a sandwich really high up, he says, and I can eat another one before it comes down. I'll bet, says Frog. Go on then, says Duck. Well, explained Rabbit, I can't do it now because you've eaten all your sandwiches, says Duck. That's right, says Rabbit. And I've hurt my paw. Don't believe you, says Duck. Load of twaddle, says Frog. Let's all go on the seesaw. Okay, says Rabbit. But Rabbit is heavier than Frog and Duck. So they soar up into the air. I don't like this, says Frog. I'm scared. Then Duck has an idea. Let us down for a minute, she tells Rabbit. It's a surprise. Rabbit loves surprises. Okay, he says. He lets them down and hides his eyes. Nearly ready, says Frog. Is it a nice surprise? Asks Rabbit. No peeking, says Duck. Surprise, says Frog. But now Rabbit is scared. Let me down, he shouts. No, yells Duck. Please, calls Rabbit. If we let you down, will you stop making things up? Asks Frog. Look like a big stone. I didn't make everything up, says Rabbit. What didn't you make up? Well, I didn't make up the chocolate sandwiches, says Rabbit. You sure? Asks Frog. She's feeling peckish. Duck feels peckish too. If we let you down, will you not promise to make things up? Rabbit promises. We could go to your house, Rabbit, says Duck. And you could show us how to make chocolate sandwiches, says Frog. So they did. Look at them making chocolate sandwiches. Would you like a chocolate sandwich?
Yeah.
Right, last one, I think. It is Frog, Duck and Rabbit. Frog, Duck and Rabbit are making a costume. It'll need wheels, says Duck. I'll get my skates. Stupid skates, says Rabbit. They're not, says Duck. Your feet look stupid too, says Rabbit. They don't, says Duck. Flat foot, says Frog. And if you're having wheels, So am I. Frog gets the scooter. Stupid scooter, says Duck. It isn't, says Frog. Your bottom looks stupid too, says Duck. It doesn't, says Frog. Spotty bum, says Rabbit. And if you're having wheels, so am I. Rabbit gets his skateboard. Stupid skateboard, says Frog. But Rabbit isn't bothered. Your ears look stupid too, says Frog. But Rabbit still isn't bothered. Flop ears, says Duck. Now Rabbit is bothered. Don't call me that, he says. Anyway, says Frog, you started the teasing, Rabbit. No, I didn't, said Rabbit. Yes, you did, Flop ears. My name isn't Flop ears, yells Rabbit. Flop ears, yelled Duck and Frog. Flop ears, flop ears. Flop ears, flop ears. Stop, wails Rabbit. Suddenly they remember the costume. It's nearly time for the parade, says Duck. And we haven't even started on the costume, moans Rabbit. Let's get busy, says Frog. And they work very hard. And finally, the costume is ready. It's the best crocodile, look, in the whole parade. Everyone admires the costume on wheels. Did you make it yourselves, they ask? Yes, says Rabbit. It was made by Flatfoot, Spotty Bum. What? Yelled Duck and Frog. And Flop ears, says Rabbit. And then Flatfoot, Spotty Bum, and Flop ears went home for their tea.
Aww.
Did you like that story?
Yeah. There's another page.
No, that's it, finished. It's a nice book though, isn't it?
Can I read it again?
Do you want it? Do you want me to read it again?
Yeah.
Mind you, taking Haley and Elliot in a minute, so
Why?
taking them into town. Right, shall we go again? You ready? Frog, Rabbit and Duck are friends. But sometimes Rabbit and Frog won't play with Duck, so Duck is jealous.
I think I'll pause it.